messing up. Down to force. Tommy! Tommy! Look at the book. All on one of them, boy.
Good work, John.
Tommy!
Get in here, now. Now, you were seen doing the powder trick.
Times are hard.
There was a Chinese.
It helps them believe. Look at the book.
Chinese?
We agreed, Arthur. I'm taking charge of drumming up new money.
What if Monaghan Boy wins, Tommy? You fix him races now.
On the house, Mr. Shelby. Mr. Shelby, you have to do something about it.
Damn right, Harry. Pay the Peaky Blinders a lot of money for protection.
I've 10 minutes. What do you want?
An explanation. Nothing happens in that factory without you knowing about it. Speak.
It was meant to be routine. I had a buyer in London for some motorcycles. I asked my men to steal me 4 bikes. They picked up the wrong fucking crate. Inside, we found 25 Lewis machine gun, 10,000 rounds of ammunition, 50 semi-automatic rifles with shells, all bound for Libya.
Yeah.
I knew it! Bloody idiot!
Shut up, Arthur, I won.
All right.
You league boys laughing at my brother.
Freddie Thorne is at the very top of my list.
He won't be returning to the city. I'll make him part of our deal.
What deal?
You and your specials will leave my businesses alone. No more raids into our territory. You will turn a blind eye to all of my gambling operations.
And what do I get in return?
I have what you're looking for. I have the guns. I have left word with men I trust that if I am taken into police custody for whatever reason, those guns will be shipped to Belfast and sold to the Irish Republican Army.
Surprise.
What is it you've always wanted, Arthur? We were in France, you used to say. When I go back to England, I want to own my own pub. Well, we're making a lot of money these days. We need a legitimate business to pass the money from the shop.
You deliver the guns to me, or I deliver death.
But they have become a burden to me. Perhaps it is time to unload that burden for the right price.
I like you, bar. You hooked yourself a big fish there.
These guns as bait, who knows what we'll catch.
Do you think we'd let you live?
Make your peace, Mr. Shelby.
This never happened. They were never here.
So who the hell are you?
Someone who wants to keep his eyes. They came to my house. Told me to volunteer for this.
Who did?
Peaky Blinders.
Get out of the way! Stay down on the ground! Or the next one's for you!
Make it look good. Holy shit. Can you get?
Enough! Mr. Shelby, got any idea who might have done it?
I'd say it was something to do with the gas. Just been fitted. I'm in the area, clear of coppers between midnight and 4 tonight.
Right.
That's all. You can go.
And I will rest you come to...
For fuck's sake.
Take this. We need to bury him.
Okay, look at this spot, I recognise a few of these lads. Let's line them up.
Gentlemen, there's been a mistake. I'm afraid you're going to have to leave. They say you have no business coming south of the line.
Hey there. Look, you think you're safe because you move flat, but you're not. Just take this. Where you're living now is right on the edge of Sabini's territory. I've got a lot of money coming in that I can't put through the banks. My accountant says the best thing is to buy property for cash, put in the name of a family member.
You said you were going to buy Ada a house.
Just had a bit of cash left over.
This is ours.
No, Ollie, this is yours.
Call yourself a Shelby? Fucking hit him for fuck's sake. Hit him. Get him back! Stop for fuck's sake!
Right, listen to me. Your brother killed a boy. There were witnesses. There will be questions. Get your story straight. It was an accident.
Next.
All right, then.
Name. Digby's kid.
You ever been arrested?
No.
Good. Arthur, we can stand him up. Do you know what that means? New Home Secretary wants something done about illegal gambling. So we help our coppers make convictions by having men stood up to be arrested. First offence, you'll get a week inside. We'll give you £5 for your trouble. The coppers in Camden Town are on our side.
Mr. Shelby,
Billy boy.
watch it.
There'll be another 4 boatloads tomorrow. Business is good.
This isn't business. This is bloody work. Cigarettes and booze is all right, but this manufactured stuff, it's heavy. I'm not even sure it's stolen.
Some of it is legally purchased. One day, all of it will be. If our men think we can't look after them, then they'll not work for us. So we need to get the green sorted out. It's good bout. You and one of the boys, break a couple of windows, get yourselves arrested.
So breaking a window, can we pinch your car?
Just get yourselves fucking arrested, doesn't matter how.
What is it, just us?
Just us. Just taste this. What do you think, Arthur?
Yeah, it's good.
That is part of an export drive. We now have a secure warehouse in Camden Town and secure passage to the Poplar Docks. So on Monday morning, we'll be sending out our first export crate. Bound for Halifax, Nova Scotia. But hidden in the packing will be 500 bottles of the finest quality single malt Scotch whisky.
How is it? You know I hate to see you not even married yet.
You gotta look inside these boxes then, Johnny.
What do I want to look at car parts, Tommy?
And I wouldn't even be counting. 25 becomes 24.
You know I'm no good with numbers, Tom.
And if 24 never became 23, then that'd be tax. We don't pay tax. Oh. What's this? Olives.
Yeah, it's miscellaneous. That's what it is.
We've taken £600 on olives. I told you, Arthur, the dealers sell the cocaine. We take a cut. We don't sell direct. And I know on this to fuck up everything else, understand? Fucking Saudi profit the way.
They're not going to hang you.
Say so.
Tommy, he's already told me what I've got to do.
What business have you got here?
The beautiful north.
In the beautiful north.
We're asking this man to carry out an assassination, once more risking his life. Get Thomas Shelby some kind of royal appointment stamp.
You need not fear being connected to the killing. You will have complete immunity after the fact.
Gentlemen, today we are not fucking about. At exactly 3 o'clock, there will be an incident, and all the coppers on the track will be diverted. You will be free to operate at will. You will make your move onto being his pictures. You destroy his licenses, and you do it at gunpoint. Do not make a move until 3, when the coppers leave.
So what does he say?
You won't meet you unless you give us the name.
What name?
We were told to ask for a code name and contact was made.
The code is Constantine.
Whoever it is up there, he gave the wrong name. That's from Churchill himself.
So we kill him.
He's a red. John, you caught Angel Changretta. Even though Arthur told you to apologise. So what'll we do, John?
You said while this business was going on in London, you wanted peace at home.
By making the prospect of war seem hopeless. If you apologise once, you do it again and again and again. We take 2 of the Changretta pubs, we take them tonight.
There. Right, Tom.
All right, boys.
We got to Angel at the hospital. Cuts his throat. He's dead. Betty sends her condolences.
What about the old man?
We interrogated his boys.
Yeah, he went to Liverpool. He's waiting for an immigrant ship to New York.
When?
First ship sails Saturday.
All right. I have contacts. You pick him up and you bring him to me. Who's he got travelling with him?
His wife.
So shoot her and bring him to me.
Officer, there are some men, they mean us harm. Come with me.
Now, I'm gonna have to choose carefully. Which part of you I cut away first? I'll take your tongue first, then I'll take your ears.
I'll take your fucking eyes first!
You get rid of the body, John. I wanted to say this out here, because I don't trust the maids in the house. There's gonna be a robbery. 150,000. Cash, diamonds and sapphires. The rest we take to America. It's untraceable income and the profits reinvested to make sure it's clean. There's a tunnel here from the house underneath the river to an underground strong room. We need our tunnel to run from here and hit the strong room direct. Priest is passing information about the robbery to the Soviet embassy.
What proof do you have that the priest is a spy?
I told you. I gave you my word.
Then kill him.
Tommy, this is the special advisor to the Soviet consul.
Members of the British establishment and exiled White Russians are planning to rob armoured cars from a factory in Birmingham.
Why would they want us to know?
They want you to stop the robbery. They want you to commit a violent act on British soil. To force the British government to break off diplomatic relations. The robbery in Birmingham was just the bait.
Here are the names of all the men in England whom I would approach if I had a Fabergé egg for sale.
You left the name off the list, Alfie.
Did I? Oh, crying out loud.
I have him here. Gilbert Parler. I want to talk to you about a missing kid. We are Peaky Blinders. Where is it? Deep breath. Get in the car.
But since the Bolsheviks will not be blowing up the train, you'll blow up the train yourself. To help with the outrage, we need people to die.
How many?
6. We also hear that you're digging a tunnel. The Economic League will take all of the jewels that you steal. If the St. Andrew's clock strikes 5 a.m. and we don't have everything that we asked for, the bell will be tolling for you, boy. need to speak to you about the priest. I know things about him. I will shoot him myself, Tommy.
He asked me, Paul, and I said yes.
I told Tommy I'll do it.
Oh, holy shit!
Arthur, you have to call the king.
About what?
About this. Thomas Shelby. He claims his family was caught up in a wider conspiracy. He names Winston Churchill during a robbery at Hampton Court. Among the papers he stole was that letter from the king himself, which proves His Majesty was involved. If his family walks free, he will burn the papers in my presence. Also, sir, in return for burning the king's letter, Shelby has asked for the king to award him an OBE, sir.
How are you?
Worried about tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm worried about Antonio. I'll bring him in.
Antonio! Huh?
You go back to London. You tell Darby to be he picked the wrong side in this war. Go on, go.
Oh, fuck, Tom.
There's a black stallion in the stables. Use him. Take the body across the river to the rough ground.
Where's John, do you think, Tom?
Fuck knows. He's just not here anymore.
Now I've been out in the desert, doing my time, searching through the dust.
They're just gone.
In my soul.
Was it fear of the Italians or hatred of us that made you unlock the door? Give up my brother.
I didn't unlock any door.
35 Drumcree Street, Parkhead.
Please, please, please.
We have allegiances with Catholic gangs in that city. Explain to me why you were catching a midnight train to Glasgow. Sworn date 333. Charlie, listen. Bonnie Gold will be calling in 4 minutes. Tell them the Italians are on the road south. A Rolls Royce, maybe 2, black. Tell them to expect a full complement of men.
Right, fuck them all.
Bonnie, Mr. Shelby will give you a 20% cut like Goliath down in the 4th round.
Arthur?
Tommy, we have the other wop. It's had a wire in his pockets.
Take his eyes, Finn. Do it for Arthur.
Out of that. All that's left are the Peaky fucking Blinders. I've had my lawyer draw up these papers. Every enterprise in your possession, every fucking thing, you will assign them all over to my family.
A friend of mine once said, big fuck small. So I had to find someone bigger than you. His name is Alphonse Capon, and these men here, they work for money for the highest bidder. They now have new orders.
Is that right?
We can use his death. Tell your people in Chicago that Michael Gray will sign the import license to New York. 300 barrels of English dry gin a month.
I do hope you're going to leave the dog out of this.
I once told you, Alfie, that for business reasons or in bad blood, I would kill you.
Are we dog? The only thing I got on me.
Arthur, tell Abraham and Isaiah to introduce themselves. The man we did the job for is a High Court judge. This work was commissioned by Scotland Yard and by the House of Lords. What have we got?
Well, we're fucked.
It is true that a large proportion of the company's funds were invested in American stocks and shares.
Invested or hidden?
All investments are approved by the board, Linda.
Only the ones that went through the books.
I have bad news, Mr.
Shelby.
We agreed 50,000. My wife and I have had a misfortune. There's 20 there. You'll have to wait for the rest.
Spent a long time waiting for the cavalry, May. One time, me and my comrades waited 3 days. The cavalry finally came, an officer on the back of a fine white horse. Joked that he'd been delayed, playing a game of whist. And I shot him in the head, stole his horse, reported him for cowardice. All for a game of chance.
Considering this is the only time we hear this story, there is literally no way of knowing how true it is. But since we have seen Tommy lie to gain an advantage before, we can assume this was a fake story intended to scare the MP into getting the money.
After my people completed their task, they collected all the photographs that were causing you concern. I now have them in a safe place. On Monday, you will give me the full £50,000 in cash, or I will steal your white horse from under you.
Boys, this here is Billy Grade. Man I was telling you about. Every football team in England knows Billy Grade. Very useful.
So what is it that you want? To write down a name and a number next to every one of those football teams.
Why?
People like to bet on those kind of things these days.
To fix a football match, you give the goalkeeper £20.
How much have we made on the football?
10 grand this week.
Against the black child who had a fear of your temper.
I do not see.
The location is part of the deal.
What fucking deal?
4 boats up the Grand Union from Poplar to here. And underneath the coal, pure opium crystal. 10 sacks to start with, and we'll deal in boatloads. £10,000.
Apparently driving under the influence was actually legal in 1929, so yeah.
You can wait here.
No, I can't.
Hello, Barney. What if I could make you out of here? All right.
Paddy Rose.
Yeah, me and my brother, we spoke to Paddy. He told us it was him that planted the bomb.
We killed him, Mickey. Paddy Rose is dead. We weighed him down. We sunk him. See, it ain't a big cheap one, brother. Mickey! So you spoke to Barney Thomason, eh?
Yeah.
Barney Thomason is gonna kill Oswald Mosley.
While he's on stage, and then I will take over as leader of the party.
We are in the same situation here in Westminster. Do what you have to do.
For the last 12 years, the men of this island have been making their living from bootlegging whiskey. But now that whiskey is about to become legal, the trade will fall back into the hands of capitalists from New York and Toronto.
We can take advantage of the systems that are in place and offer selected boat crews the opportunity to carry on working.
That, my friend, is the finest opium in the world.
What about the French police?
I've been in communication with the Miquelon prefect of gendarmes. I have offered my comrade 12 million if the boats between Miquelon and Boston keep running. These are letters written to and by Jack Nelson over the last 3 months.
This is a private letter from the President of the United States. How the fuck did you get this?
Your uncle is dead. Boston is gone. And you, once the big man who ran Camden Town, now can't even extinguish another man's cigarettes.
I need a fucking final act!
I think I may have written your final act. I have 5 tons of pure, refined opium sitting in one of my warehouses in Liverpool. I've men willing to distribute it and would shift the balance of power in Boston or the Solomon's family.
Riley!
Vadney Barwell?
Yeah? Who's asking?
Tyranny and terror. Well, I saw him leave. He keeps this apartment expressly for this purpose. Your uncle will disown you, fucking his business partner behind his back.
So why don't you just tell me what you actually want?
He will be with Mosley when he meets senior members of the German government. I want to know what is discussed, and I want to know what is decided. How much opium do you have in your cellar?
£5.
Bring it to me. From now on, you will sell only cigarettes and tea. If I hear that you're selling opium again, time will indeed run out very quickly for you. Do you understand?
Yes.
Thank you for the tea. You can let him through now.
Yes, sir, Mr. Shelby.
You tell the pub and cafe owners on Montague Street, if there's any further trade in powder, there will be no more Montague Street. I'll have it demolished.
Apologies for the initial misunderstanding.
Mr. Stagg, I have friends that are in need of guns. Soon there will be a shipment of Thompson submachine guns coming here from Boston. I need you to unload and store those weapons. There will also be ammunition, like this. You have a good look.
Tommy Shelby's idea to write the name of the factory owner on the bullet was his polite way of saying, do what I tell you, or I will kill you.
Over the last few months, I've had some associates of mine break into some of your pals' houses. They stole paperwork, letters, bills. I called men here that I could trust because I will be going away. I have to collect payment for a shipment of goods. But while I'm away, I have a job for you all. I need you to go to Arrow House. And there are things that need removing. There is cash, there is valuables. Isaiah, you'll be in charge.
Take the gun, Finn. Arthur says if you don't do it, then you can walk away from this family for good.
We want you to take us to where the opium is being stored.
Then we will provide you with a banker's draft for the full amount.
$5 million. $5 million.
Let's go.
Johnny! I switched the ticker like you said, Tom.
Said, have you filled the car with petrol?
How's the wedding in Berlin? And then East Hartford. 2 truckfuls of coppers out there.
Who the fuck is Arthur?
This is very fucking unusual. Since things changed, John.
Scotland Yard! Scotland Yard!
All right. John, that's the yard. Put it down. Put it down. Put it down. Put it down.